If you want to turn your artwork into a masterpiece, you have to use Spray Varnish. In this video right here, I'm going to show you how easy it is to use Spray Varnish to make your masterpiece look beautiful. I'm going to show you all the proper steps, and I'm even going to show you how you get the perfect coating every single time. Here we go. Look, varnishing can be intimidating as a brand new painter, which is why we're going to talk about Spray Varnish, which could be a godsend for you. So listen up. We're going to go over the proper way to use this to make your paintings look perfect. The very first thing you want to do is make sure you wear protective gear. Get yourself some gloves. Most spray varnishes are sticky and tacky and sometimes drip on your hands, or you can even get a little blowback that happens from the can when it hits the canvas, ending back on your skin. Look, most varnishes can irritate the skin for some people, but for me, it's just a pain to clean off, which is why I recommend wearing gloves. I prefer using super cheap rubber kitchen gloves because they are reusable, but you know, any nitrate glove will do just fine. The next prep step you want to do is make sure that you're in a well-ventilated area, but also make sure that there is little to no cross breeze. Otherwise, you're opening the door for dust and debris to fall onto your canvas and varnish. If you're doing your varnishing outside, make sure that there is little to no wind. Wind can lead to uneven coatings, and again, it can lead to dirt and debris falling on your canvas or varnish. If you don't have the luxury of doing this in a well-ventilated area, I do recommend you get yourself a ventilator mask. You want to know one of my biggest secrets to getting the perfect varnish coating every single time on my canvas? It's the fact that I actually read the back of the can of the varnish that I'm using. No joke, there's important information on the back of every varnish can out there, like environmental temperatures that you should be varnishing in so your varnish won't crack or set up improperly. It also gives you recommended distances for spraying, and it even lets you know health concerns like toxicity levels, so you need to know if you need to wear a ventilator mask. Every single can and manufacturer is different specifically for the temperatures. And if you've ever had varnish that didn't set up properly or cracks or doesn't look just right, it's probably because you're doing it in the wrong recommended temperatures. Some are finicky out there, so make sure you read the back of the can. You always want to make sure that you keep your can moving. This will prevent dripping spots or uneven coatings. Make sure that you literally just keep the spray moving constantly. If you keep it in one place for too long, you're going to notice that you build up wet spots that'll start to drip down your canvas, which can be extremely hard to correct and can, yes, even ruin your painting. All right, a really big one here. You want to know the biggest mistake every single new artist does when using varnish spray is they start with actually spraying directly on the canvas. Don't do that. If you start by spraying directly on the canvas, you're just going to have a huge wet donut ring right off the bat. You actually want to start spraying off of the canvas, then start moving gingerly towards the canvas. This will actually ensure that you get even distribution across the canvas, leading to a perfect varnish coating. No joke, this is single-handedly the biggest mistake I see everybody use when doing spray varnish. I don't know why, I did it when I first started. Don't just go straight to your canvas and hit spray. You're gonna get a huge cluster of varnish right there. Start off to the side and just start going from there. This, trust me, will save you a lot of heartache. All right, obviously we know you want an even coating for your final artwork. So how do we get that? Well, it's actually really easy. When you start spraying off of your canvas, by the way, start at the top and work your way down the canvas by going from left to right and slightly overlapping your last movements as you work your way down. Now, once you're at the bottom of the canvas, work your way up in the same exact motion. Once complete, we can now rotate the canvas a quarter turn and repeat the entire process. This right here will give you the best and most even coating you can ever achieve with a spray varnish can. Now let's just say you want a thicker coating or even a more high gloss coating. Yes, you can repeat this process multiple times. Just make sure to do that quarter turn because it's going to make sure that you ensure even distribution across your entire painting. But it's up to you for how many times you want to coat your painting because again, it's your style, your technique, your flair. But I do recommend go back to the step that we talked about of reading the back of the can because some cans and manufacturers only recommend a certain amount of coatings because it can lead to flaking or fracturing or weak varnish adhesion. Each manufacturer is different, so please read the back of your can. But most of you out there, heck, you can go through the entire can if you want. Have huge, thick coatings if you want. It's your painting, your style, you do it. I'm just showing you the right way to put it on. I need you to listen up because this is an extremely important step right here that I sometimes always fall into. Once you're done varnishing your painting and you leave it somewhere to dry, leave it alone. Do not touch. No joke, for 24, 36, 48, 72 hours, whatever is recommended, no touch. No toca out there, okay? Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna look at your piece and you're gonna see this semi-gloss or this high gloss all set up and look awesome. It's gonna make your painting look more vibrant and saturated, give it this awesome glow and appeal to it. And the very first thing you wanna do is your 4-year-old inner child comes in and goes, oh, I wanna touch. And you touch it and it's not set up or cured and you just left a huge fingerprint that you're always going to notice because the sun seems to hit it in the right way, reducing the price of that artwork you would have sold it for or just ruining it completely. No touch, okay? Repeat it with me. No touch. Leave it alone. You know you made an awesome artwork. You know that varnishing is gonna protect it, give it UVA and B protection, bring up the vibrance and saturation, and give it a beautiful sheen, matte, or gloss look. You already know that, so just wait. Just wait. No joke, this will save you heartache. I have put so many fingerprints on my painting just because I go, ooh, pretty, ruined. No touch, no toca. I don't know any other languages, so I'll put one right here. Now, if I can just take a moment, you're probably asking, well, what varnish spray should I go with? What finish style should I go with? Should I go with matte, semi-gloss, high gloss, Danmar finishes? I can't make that decision for you. And to be honest, I haven't really seen good information out there on YouTube that explains most of the differences. Yeah, you understand what semi-gloss and high gloss is, but what does that really mean to your eye? So I recommend experimenting to find what style will work best for your art approach and creative outlet. But if you're looking for a good place to start, no joke, not sponsored, I really do like the Winsor Newton gloss finish. In my eye, it actually comes out like a semi-gloss, a little bit below high gloss, but I just put 2, 3, or 4 coats on to get the high gloss finish that I like. The other reason I really like it, it's one of the most affordable out there. You can find it on Amazon. Gonna throw it up here online because I can't remember the exact price, but if I had to take a shot in the dark, somewhere between $10 and $20 per can. You know, if you want to help out my channel, you can use the links down below. I really recommend it, but have fun and experiment. If you want me to go over different types of varnishes or the finishes that they have or best styles for best practices, hey, I would be huge into doing that. Let me know in the comments down below. But if you found this video helpful, you can help me out by hitting that like, subscribe, and comment down below. And don't forget to use those links in the video description because they help me stay cool and keep the AC on. I'll see all you beautiful people later. I hope your paintings look beautiful with their varnish coating on there. Take care, and as always, take care. I said that twice, and peace. It's hot.